Well, good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the best football show. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the great mothers and everything they do for all of us. Hope they all had a great time, great celebration, a good weekend where I was. This is the best football show. You can literally download a free Odyssey app, and you can watch this on a daily basis or as many days a week as we do it. And you can find me throughout social media at Baldy NFL on all the social media platforms, whether it's TikTok or X or Instagram or YouTube or Threads. I'm on all of them. Or you can watch me on the NFL Network. I'll be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week on the Insiders. We have big news coming this week. All right, let's face it. May 14th, the NFL Network will have a 3-hour schedule release show. So you think about it, from the Super Bowl to the Senior Bowl to free agency to the draft, the next big really week is the schedule and the release. And we've got some games that have already been established. They're leaking via the networks that they're going to be on, and we're going to get to that in a little bit. But we get to it right now. I mean, the Eagles and Cowboys will kick off in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field on Thursday night, September 4th, to kick off the season. And it's significant for a lot of reasons. One, it's the NFC East. And those teams, especially Dallas, drive the ratings. But it's not just Dallas coming to Philadelphia. It is the Eagles probably, their Super Bowl champion ceremony that day. It's going to be wild. I mean, the Eagles, Super Bowl 59 champions at home to open up the season against their rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. I played for both organizations. I started my career in Dallas, played there for 6 years, finished in Philadelphia, played my last 3 years there. I'll say this. This has always been a bigger rivalry for the Eagles than it is the Cowboys. I always thought the Cowboys' biggest rivalry was the Washington Commanders, Washington Redskins back in the day. I think it's still that way, but it kicks off the NFL season. So it's going to be great. On the Peacock streaming network, I think it's their 4th game streaming on Peacock. So they're getting more attention. Streaming networks are a big part of the income streams coming into the NFL. They get a chance to really do that. NBC will get the Thursday night game and the Sunday night game, which is yet to be determined. So it's a big weekend. And the NFL is trying to win the entire opening weekend of the NFL. You think about it. Dallas at Philadelphia on Friday night, September 4th. The rumors, and I think it's pretty strong, in Brazil, September 5th, will be the Chargers in Kansas City. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, huge ratings. Down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Eagles were there against Green Bay last year. I was down there. It was a party. It was a party. It was a party. It was good. So then they get that. Saturday, okay, college football. Sunday, full slate of games, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And then the Monday night. We'll probably have 2 games on Monday night. So the NFL wants to just rule the opening of college football or the NFL season, wants to kind of just own it. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday. Kicks off the NFL season. So, and then this year, there are 7 international games. That just keeps growing. Let's face it, there's 3 games in London, 2 at Tottenham Spurs Stadium, 1 at Wembley. The Jets, Cleveland, Jacksonville will all be playing in those games over in London. Jacksonville will get 2 of those games. Berlin will be playing a game this year. Berlin, Germany. Indianapolis will be the host team there in Berlin. There will be a game in Madrid this year. In Minnesota will be the home team in Madrid, Spain. There'll be a game in Dublin, Ireland this year. And the Steelers will be a big part of that. And then, of course, Brazil. 7 international games. Look for that number to go up as these years keep going on. These games sell out quickly. I've been to games in London. They sell out in a day. I was at the game in Brazil last year in Sao Paulo. Sold out quickly, huge turnout, especially Eagle fans were all over the city of Sao Paulo, city of 22 million people. I think it's the largest city in South America. But regardless, it's a phenomenon. All right, so that's the international slate. The Eagles, Cowboys kicking off Thursday night in South Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field against their arch rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. All right, that's that. We have other breaking news. This weekend, Derek Carr announced his retirement. It was rumored that he needed shoulder surgery to really fix a chronic issue. And in order to get that fixed, the surgery would knock him out because it's on his throwing shoulder, would knock him out for the season. So rather than get the surgery, miss a season, he missed a big chunk last year with assortment of injuries. Derek Carr decided to retire. In fact, he has a social media post of what the first day of his retirement was like with his 3 kids, basically playing golf, playing with his kids, playing, fielding ground balls with his kids, getting on the internet. Looked like he's in a good spot. But the New Orleans Saints, I guess they had planned for this. They drafted Tyler Shuck with the 40th pick in the second round after drafting Kelvin Banks Jr. with their first-round pick, the ninth pick of the draft, left tackle out of Texas. They're trying to put their offensive line together. Kellen Moore comes in. He's the new head coach. So, you have Spencer Rattler, who played some games last year. You have Jake Haener, who played some games. But, I'm not going to speculate at this point, but the chances is that Kellen Moore will get Tyler Shuck, who will be 26 during the season, played for 3 different college football teams, and had a very good year at Louisville last year. Played at Oregon. He's going to be 26. He played at Oregon with Justin Herbert. Think about that. Justin Herbert is going into his 5th season with the Chargers. He was on the same team as Justin Herbert when they won the Rose Bowl at the University of Oregon. So Tyler Shuck bounced around, played at Texas Tech, finished his career at Louisville. I think he's the favorite to be the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints this year. So Kellen Moore gets to break in. Who knows? Well, he said, Kellen Moore came out and said this weekend, we're going to give equal reps to all 3 quarterbacks and give all 3 an opportunity to win the starting job. Okay. Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, Jake Haener. It doesn't really get anybody in the Crescent City excited. It doesn't get me excited. It just doesn't. Kellen Moore, first-time head coach, no pressure. But you got to know what football is like in New Orleans, in the state of Louisiana. It is, it's big. It's huge. And that Superdome, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, I played playoff games in there. I played regular season games in there. I played preseason games in that building. I've done Super Bowls in that building. You name it. I've been in that building. You need top flight quarterback play for those fans to get excited and for that Who Dat Nation to get fired up. I don't know if this does it. So then you go, well, does trading for Kirk Cousins make sense? Is Aaron Rodgers waiting to see what happens? I can't believe either one would be excited about going to a team that looks like they're rebuilding. Now, are they? They get the offensive line fixed and Kamara's healthy and they get the receivers that all got hurt last year. If you get them back on the field, could a young quarterback or a veteran turn that team around in a division that Tampa owns? Tampa owns that division. They've won the division 4 years in a row. And even though they've lost Zach Robinson, Liam Cohen, and their offensive coordinators 3 years in a row, I think that they're in a position with Baker and what they have coming back and what they built last year and what they're doing defensively, that they're going to be the favorites for the 5th year in a row. But I guess the question now becomes, as I kind of wind this down, as we start leading up to Wednesday, which will be the schedule release. And I'm taping this on Monday morning at 11:30 East Coast time. There'll be more leaks about the schedule coming out. But really, the last domino to fall in this whole offseason, and you think about all the things I've already highlighted, all the bowls. I announced the Hula Bowl this year, East-West Shrine, Senior Bowl. I was there for 2 days. The NFL Combine in Indianapolis. I was there for, 3 of the 5 days. The NFL free agency. I helped basically announce it for 3 days straight on the NFL Network. The NFL Draft. I helped with their coverage for 3 straight days, 5 straight days actually for the NFL Network, including the final day, rounds 4 through 7, was there bringing it to you live on the NFL Network. Here we are, the schedule release show. The only other real news to break at this point, outside of the schedule, and the teams what the schedule is going to be, where you can start putting together, start getting excited about where you're going to go if you're part of the Philadelphia Eagles and you want to jump on a plane and go to see a game. I mean, that schedule is coming out. What is Aaron Rodgers doing? I mean, that's really the last. Is he going to be the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? I talked to some Steeler fans this weekend, and they said they don't really care. Play Mason Rudolph. Play Will Campbell. They're not that excited. Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh, can they compete with Baltimore? Can they compete with Cincinnati? Or are they basically a 500 team with Mason Rudolph and rookie quarterback out of Ohio State? I don't know. But I feel like Aaron Rodgers gives them a better chance, even though he wasn't great last year. That's the news, folks. That's what we're looking at. Derek Carr's retirement, Eagles, Cowboys opening up the season. It looks like Chargers, Kansas City, and Brazil, probably that Friday night like it was last year with Green Bay in Philadelphia. In a raucous crowd, great atmosphere. A lot of fun. That game was a lot of fun. Here we go. Wednesday, we're 48 hours away from the schedule release. And maybe Aaron Rodgers just waiting to see what the Steelers' schedule looks like. Who knows? But it's been very, very quiet. He's not been on Pat McAfee. He's not been working out with Steeler receivers like he was with DK Metcalf out in L.A. Very, very quiet on this front. Is this the week that he breaks his silence? Steelers will get their schedule announced. We know that they're going to play a game in Dublin, Ireland. We don't know exactly when. That will be probably sometime in October would be my guess, before the weather starts turning in Dublin. So that would be my guess. Anyways, that's been the best football show. Waiting on any breaking news here. We'll have it for you tomorrow if there is, whether it's a schedule, whether it's Aaron Rodgers, whether it's a trade, whether it's player movement. We'll have it for you right here in the Best Football Show. Thanks for joining me today. Look forward to talking to you real soon.